Deep underground in an undisclosed location, this is Tread Comics presents the 1943 Batman serial. The Batman 1943 black and white 15-chapter theatrical serial from Columbia Pictures starred Lewis Wilson as Batman and Douglas Croft as his sidekick Robin. The serial is based on the DC comic character Batman, who first appeared in Detective Comics issue number 27 in May of 1939. The villain is an original character named Dr. Daka, a secret agent of the Japanese Imperial government, played by Carrol Naish. Rounding out the cast are Shirley Patterson as Linda Page, Bruce Wayne's love interest, and William Austin as Alfred, the Wayne Manor butler. The serial storyline involves the Batman, a secret U.S. government agent, attempting to defeat the sabotage schemes of Japanese agent Daka, operating in Gotham City at the height of World War II. Serving Daka are his traitorous American henchmen. Batman is notable for being the first appearance on film of Batman and for debuting serial story details that quickly became permanent parts of the Batman comics mythos. The Batcave and its secret entrance through a grandfather clock inside Wayne Manor. The serial also changed the course of how Alfred Pennyworth's physical appearance was depicted in Batman stories. At the time Batman was released in theaters, Alfred was a portly gentleman in the comics. Subsequently, issues suddenly portrayed Alfred as a trim and sporting a thin mustache, following actor William Austin's portrayal of the character. The serial was a commercial success, and in 1949, 4 years after World War II, spawned another Columbia chapter serial entitled Batman and Robin. The entire first Batman serial was re-released theatrically in 1965 as an evening with Batman and Robin and proved very popular. Some theaters showed the chapters as Saturday matinees. Its success inspired the live-action comedy lampoon series Batman from 1966, starring Adam West and Burt Ward. The plot sees the Batman, Bruce Wayne, played by Lewis Wilson, and his ward, Robin, Dick Grayson, played by Douglas Croft, secret government agents following the Japanese attack on Pearl Harbor, becoming aware of a Japanese sabotage ring operating in Gotham City. Bruce's girlfriend, Linda Page, played by Shirley Patterson, asks for his help in finding her uncle, Martin Warren, played by Gus Glassmere, who was abducted by the ring after he was released from prison. Dr. Tito Daka, the Japanese leader of the ring, plans to steal the city's radium supply to power his invention, a handheld ray gun that can dissolve anything hit by its powerful beam. He forces from Warren the location of the vault where the radium is stored. Daka sends his American henchmen along with a zombie that he controls via microphone and an electronic brain implant to steal the precious metal. Batman discovers the plot and eventually defeats the gang after a terrific battle. In his secret Batcave, the Batman interrogates one of Daka's henchmen, who reveals that the radium was to have been taken away to the House of the Open Door, located in the mostly deserted Little Tokyo section of Gotham City. Batman and Robin infiltrate the gang's lair, hidden inside a still-open business, a funhouse ride. There they find Linda bound and gagged and unconscious. After she is rescued by the dynamic duo, Dr. Daka transforms her Uncle Warren into a zombie and plots the derailment of a heavy-laden supply train. Once again, Dr. Daka's sabotage efforts are stopped by Batman and Robin. Traps and counter-traps follow with breathtaking rapidity in the chapters that follow, as the dynamic duo continue to thwart the plans of the Japanese agent and his henchmen. When Dr. Daka attempts to steal America's victory plans, the Batman and Robin finally prevail. They oversee the capture of Daka's men and finally the destruction of the Japanese agent as he tries to escape but falls to his death through his own trap door into a pit of hungry crocodiles. The Batman 1943 serial was made at the height of World War II and, like numerous works of popular American fiction at the time, contains anti-Axis power sentiments, in this case anti-Japanese ethnic slurs and comments. Like any other contemporary serials of its time, the Batman also suffered from a low budget. No attempt was made to create the Batmobiles, so a black 1939 Cadillac Series 61 convertible was used, chauffeured by Alfred, when Bruce Wayne and Dick Grayson were either in their civilian or alter ego identities. It is driven top up when it is in the Batmobile and top down when it is in Bruce Wayne's car. While many serials made changes as part of their adaptation, to the extent that they were often improved upon out of recognition, Batman fared better than most and changes were minor. In this serial, special utility belts were worn but never used. The villain was not taken from the comic stories, and there was no Batmobile per se, and Batman was a secret agent of the government instead of an independent crime-fighting vigilante. This last change was due to the time period's film censors, who would not allow the hero to be seen taking the law into his own hands.
Daka, sinister Jap spy, plans to destroy Batman, but Batman's young aide, Robin, has other ideas.
It's managed to cut in on the police wavelength. We've got to get out of here. Come on.
Better leave. The police are on the way.
What are we going to do with these guys?
We can't take them with us, but I'll promise you they'll never bother us again. I'm going to blow up this place so the police won't find all that equipment.
You boys better get out of here.
Let me go, you fool! This place is going to blow up any second.
Glad we missed that.
Yes. The car's over there.
enemies of the new order. May their fates be sealed as quickly as was Chuck White. Who authorized you to come here? You were instructed to remain at Section 50 until notified.
But there is no more Section 50. Croft blew it up.
Yeah, Chuck White. I mean, the Batman and his stooge showed up and called the cops.
The Batman. Please be more specific and state exactly what you mean. You will excuse me, gentlemen. Patton Jones, the door.
I have important news for you.
We will discuss it in my laboratory. What is it?
I just found out Marshall's alive and in jail.
That's impossible. He was killed with rains at the Colton mine.
That's what you think.
Did you see him?
No, but I spoke to the bail broker that got Chuck White out of the clink. He saw Marshall and thought that he and White were the best of pals.
Marshall and White together in jail?
Well, might as well have been together. They had the cell right next to each other.
Uh-huh. Now I understand how the Batman found out about Section 50.
Don't you think that Marshall should be sprung too?
I will take care of his little difficulty. I want you to visit him in the morning and give him some cigarettes with my compliments.
That's fine.
But I will furnish the cigarettes.
Sure.
This is a special brand. I'm sure he will enjoy them.
Well, I never heard of these.
I said they were a special brand. Be sure you do not use them yourself.
Don't worry. I'll see he gets them the first thing in the morning. Excuse me, Doc.
My old friend Bernie from the Sphinx Club.
Yeah, and he seemed to be in a hurry.
Yeah?
Wayne is out here to see you, Captain.
Okay, send him in.
You sent for me, Captain?
Yeah. I hope you'll be able to identify this man Marshall that my best detective just picked up.
Your best detective?
Mm-hmm. The Batman.
Oh, I see.
I put him on your case, and sure it didn't take him long to get results.
Must be a wonderful officer, this Batman.
He sure is. Come on, take a look at the prisoner.
Captain?
Yeah?
Marshall just passed out. I don't know what's wrong with him.
Well, let's get a doctor. He's dead. He must have suffered a heart attack. And he's the man I wanted you to identify.
Well, that's too bad, because I'm sure he's one of the men who attacked us.
Well, he's not going to be much use to us now. Mark, have his belongings brought up to the office and get the coroner.
Yes, sir.
Do you think Bernie had anything to do with Marshall's death? He sure got out of the police station in a hurry.
Yes, I'm almost certain. We'll soon find out. And this proves it. That cigarette I found in Marshall's cell contained a poison. We'd better call Captain Arnold right away.
Hello.
Captain Arnold, please.
Yeah, I'm speaking.
If you found those cigarettes that are in Marshall's cell,
Yeah, I got him right here. Say, who is this?
I'm the Batman. Those cigarettes contain a deadly poison. The man who murdered Marshall is Bernie. You'll find him at the Sphinx Club on River Street.
Hello.
Yeah, I wish I knew where that Batman gets all this information. None of my boys can do it.
According to the coroner's report, Marshall died today suddenly in his cell. 6 of our members have died through the activities of the Batman. Therefore, before we do anything else, we must make certain that he has been finally destroyed.
But I told you he was done for when Section 50 was blown up.
I have no proof of his death. Besides, there's still the possibility that there may be more than one Batman.
Well, if there is more than one Batman, how are we going to find it out?
This may be accomplished through Miss Linda Page.
You think she knows him?
I know the Batman has a mysterious way of appearing every time she gets in trouble.
I see. You intend to use the girl to lead the Batman into a trap.
Exactly.
How are you going to get Miss Page to cooperate with us?
Martin Wine, come into the council room.
Like a charm.
Yeah. Come on, we'll scatter a few clues.
Page girl's right behind us.
Don't worry, we'll take care of her.
No, just leave a message that Mr. Wayne called.
What's the matter? Did she stand you up?
Looks like it. She left a message with the clerk at her apartment house that she went to meet her uncle at his old factory.
His factory?
Yes, the Ajax Manufacturing Company. But it's been closed ever since he went to prison.
She got in touch with her uncle. I wonder why she didn't phone and tell you.
That's right. So being a jealous suitor, I think I'll do a little checking up.
Hello, inside. Anybody around here?
I'm looking for a Miss Page. Understand she's here.
She was, but she left here about 10 minutes ago.
That's the way with me. Always late. Thanks.
You're welcome. Just some dressed-up dude looking for that girl.
Yeah, it must have been their boyfriend. I bet he got the message we left in her apartment for the Batman.
You better keep his nose out of this or he's liable to get hurt.
The watchman says she's gone, but he's lying. There's a car parked right there in back of us.
Do you think she's still in the building?
That's up to the Batman and Robin to find out.
Good, let's get going.
Drive around the corner, Alfred.
Right, sir.
I can't understand why you're keeping me here.
You're not supposed to. You just sit there quietly and behave yourself and nothing will happen to you.
Smoke pot?
Yeah, we don't want to walk into any trouble. If there's any trouble, let it walk into us.
Fine. Keep your eye on the basement. You watch from the window. I'll take care of the roof.
Andrews, Burke. There's something burning downstairs, and this joint will go up like paper. There's someone in here. Go
Linda.
We got to get out of here. This joint's on fire. There's Daka with a new and larger radium gun, and he has the radium to make it work. Can Robin find the secret hideout? Don't fail to see 8 Steps Down, Chapter 13 of Batman at this theater next week.